What's up, nerds? The Immortal Nerd here, and welcome back to Super March Madness. And this will be day 4, where I'll be giving you my top 6 most super things that happens around the Dragon Ball Super timeline. It is getting down to the wire. I know when I was making this list, getting down to the top 3 was very difficult. I had to do a lot of changes to it, especially for the number 2 and number 3 spot. The number 1 spot, that's staying constant, Yeah, I had to do a whole lot of changes to this list, and even removes some things entirely and replace it with something else, because I may have, when you want to call it, forgotten some things that may have happened. I'm like, okay, that was way more super than this thing here, so let me remove it, or even just compile some of the things that may have happened into like one whole category, which would be the number 2 one. But you'll get to that later again. So today would be the number 3. And again, if you have not watched any of the other videos that I made prior to this one, click the link in the description for the Super March Madness playlist. That would be down there. And also, if you guys still do not know how the Super March Madness is working, the link for that will be in the description below, titled Super March Madness Info. So now, without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into my number 3. Now, Goku Versus Hit. So yeah, this is one of the things that really, I was like, should I really put this one in here? Because I kind of had like some other thing that was in it that was on my list that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna take that off and put this in here because that was kind of dope. I had to go back and watch it. So yes, Goku Versus Hit in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 storyline, where Beerus and Champa had a bet about who had the most, the best food on their in their respective universe. And currently it's Universe 7 because they have an Earth and Champa's universe does not. So the winning universe in this little tournament was going to get Earth, or I think Exchange Universe. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I think it was Exchange Earth, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, that's what got this tournament going. And the fight between Hit and Goku was crazy. Hit revealed his little, special technique called a time skip, which I would probably get into another video because his technique is kind of curious. It's like time travel, but also it's like, I don't know, it's going fast like Flash or whatever. But I don't really know at this point. I'll have to dive into it a lot deeper. But the concepts between the two is pretty much the same. But yeah, he has this time skip where he can move forward in time. Initially, when the tournament started, it was only a tenth of the second. But as he was fighting Goku, like the Saiyans, he improved as the battle. I don't know what accent that was. He improves as the battle, goes on, much like a Saiyan. But it seemed that he was doing it a lot quicker than a Saiyan would. And you saw in the background Vegeta, he got kind of pissed off at that. That was hurting on his Saiyan pride. But with Goku battling Hit, he was like, okay, this guy's really something. I think he ended up going to a full second in the future with his time skip, but it was crazy. It was crazy. I mean, Goku, he was already at Super Saiyan Blue, and Hit was like, this is nothing. I mean, if I can go forward in time, it doesn't matter how fast you are, you're not going to be able to, anticipate my pass or be able to take these shots that I'm giving you because they got power behind them as well. And Goku knew this, and he was like, yeah, I gotta come up with something fast. And that thing was not only him doing Super Saiyan Blue, but also using the Kaioken on top of that. Now, when this happened, it was like, what? Like, we haven't seen Kaioken since his battle with Frieza. I was going to say with Vegeta, but no, he did use it with his battle against Frieza. It was just, we couldn't really see it happening. but it was like not Kaioken, but King Kai. He told Yamcha and Tien and all the others, like, yeah, he's using his Kaioken. It's just so minuscule against Frieza. It seems like he's not even using it, so it was like no point there. But it came back now. They have a reason to bring it back, and as we all know, what the Kaioken does for the pros, it multiplies all of the abilities of the character that he has used. So his speed, power, agility, whatever, it multiplies it all. And he went to times 10 up here with his fight against Hit, and it was just so crazy. And he was still improving in his time skip, him going forward in time more. But Goku, he was like, I got this Kaioken, you can't beat me, son. For this amount of time that I have anyway, because we know the cons of the Kaioken, it just drains so much of your power and also causes, damage to yourself physically. So Goku knew he had to, get this done, like a one hit. And he thought he had it when he did the Kamehameha in his times 10 Kaioken Super Saiyan Blue form. That's a mouthful. But again, he was able to move forward in time. I believe at that point it was half a second, if I'm not mistaken. I have to watch it again. But he was able to dodge his attack, and it seemed like this battle was never going to end. But Goku, he ended up stepping out the ring and was like, yeah, we can't really, do what we really want to do here because of, Champa and Beerus, squabble. So we will get the fight, behind the scenes or whatever, whenever we get the chance. But this was just crazy. Time skipping, Super Saiyan Blue with Kaioken, whole lot of power going on. It was dope. It was super. It was live. That's all I can really say. So yes, again, short, simple, and to the point. The number 3 of my top 6 most super things that happen around Dragon Ball Super. So I'm sure you guys are wondering, well, what can be number 2 and what can be number 1? You'll just have to wait and see. And I hope you guys will on Wednesday and Friday for the number 2 and the number 1 that's on this list. Peace.